Hello, everyone, and welcome DuPage Esports here. We've got a matchup between DuPage and the CBC Esports team here. CBC Hawks taking them on here in the NJCAA Esports semifinals here. I've got Cryptic here, of course, myself, alongside.
I'm OP News. We'll be casting alongside Cryptic here. Let's get into these agent selects and see. So right now we're on Lotus as our first map. Going to be seeing Breeze as our second map. Going into these picks just real quick. We see Raze is going to be picked and locked on both sides. And it looks like a double
Choose your
controller
agent.
might be played on the side of DuPage.
Yeah, looking like a pretty relatively standard setup here. Aside from DuPage, not having that breach, maybe, can be a little annoying, especially defending that A site, but opting for the double controller is just going to kind of interchange that sometimes. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for their defense here. Holding A main is just such an important point.
Yes. So CBC, they're running both a breach and a sky here. Is going to be running a double initiator strat. So instead of having that extra smoke from that omen, I'm pretty sure they're just going in favor of full aggression here, full information.
Absolutely. That is a great point there for their setup.
See, both running a KJ and both running a Raze, very common on almost every map nowadays, but especially on the 3 site maps like Lotus here. See that DuPage has good setup here. I believe DuPage are on attack first, so we're gonna be seeing
Sentry.
CBC setup here.
Okay, so we got set up CBC Hawks here. Looks like are on the attack side here, actually, according to our chat. We got round 1 underway here.
They are. Oh, we can already see that wall up at the moment. It's going to be some little bit of poking out, showing themselves B. They're going to be rotating over to C. There's going to be Omen Smoke being laid down C. It might be looking like an execute, but the orb is up. This is a very strong position for the Viper to be playing in. Very hard to pass. There's a lot of... And the first shot's going out. That's going to be a pick onto the side of DuPage. Please to get another here. Fault line going through. That's going to be Page taking a little hit.
Spike planted. Here.
Fine. See here. Trying to get past. Even that's going to be going down. DuPage trying to get back into this.
Last player
See, checking the
standing.
corners, and they're going to get shot down. And now it's all left up to the Omen. The Omen's going to get shot down as well. That's going to be CBC taking the first round there. So I was incorrect. It is actually DuPage on defense. We saw CBC on attack.
Yeah, CBC just able to penetrate that C site there right away, and DPG just unfortunately not able to get enough damage there to hold off that defense.
There's no way that Mal's on the side of CBC is sticking with this
There.
Odin. There's no way.
There.
Second round, man. They're on eco. Don't do it to him, dude. This is some unnecessary firepower being seen from the Rays, trying to get a cheeky wall bang. Oh, we're gonna see
One enemy
DuPage
remaining.
walking up into a
Flawless.
slaughter, and it's a shooting gallery. Fish in a barrel. And that's one way to get the eco round out of the way.
Yeah, unfortunate, but, on that eco round, like you mentioned, just got to try and, group up and try and make something happen. Just unfortunately doesn't work out for DuPage there.
Yep, they had the gamble stack. That's kind of one of the things you just have to do in an eco round. See, if no one checks B there, and if really they're able to lurk up there, and they get one pick, then that's massive. But we see DuPage having to buy this round, and we see that CBC are just going to stay on their bonus. If DuPage loses this round, they're going to be in the hole for multiple rounds in a row. They're going to be playing up aggressive, starting out with a Sky Flash and a nade sent towards Rubble. And that's going to scare away CBC and rotating over to B. There's a turret dealt with. And now all of that information is going to be lost for DuPage. Now they're going to have to use someone to rotate over to B. It's going to be door hit. Look at the bind game CBC are playing here. They're everywhere at once, and it seems they might be committing to C here. Yep, gonna be throwing out the flashbang. The microwave setup going out on the side of DPG. Playing from Waterfall, but it seems that CBC are gonna be able to just walk into sight here. This Odin looking very devastating.
DuPage
But
looks
still,
willing to accept this retake here, but they got to make it as clean as possible. Like you mentioned, on that bonus, DuPage needs every single one of these rifles that they can keep.
oh, and that's gonna be DuPage. One's going down. DuPage trying to get the refrag, and he does. He does go and get Mallow, but that's gonna be Young Chicken swinging with Mallow there to get that refrag, and that's gonna be a 1 left for DPG. DPG swings out of this smoke, and it's gonna be cut down, only getting their 1 onto the Rays.
Wow, that's brutal for DuPage. Not only, of course, does CBC take the bonus, they also get to pick up a few of those rifles, so now they don't even have to reinvest. They're just already bowled by before the round even starts.
And they put the Odin back into the hands of the Rays. You're going to see DuPage again on this eco. They're going to have to try to do some tricky shenanigans to try to get rounds here, as CBC are really taking momentum earlier. See that spray right there? We see on through the walls, we see that DuPage are so close to running right into that line of fire. Going to be a nade lineup. Clearing out all that space.
And we've seen some good early aggression from DuPage on that A site, but it's just CBC's been managing to find their way in on B and C here.
What a shot from CBC. Now they're going to be just walking onto B, but you just see that's one. That's a flank shut down. DuPage, the spike hasn't been planted yet. They're still here in it, but that's going to be another one down with only 2 left. With only 1 left, it's going to be a tall task. And they're going to get fault lined, and now they have to hold the line with a sky flash right in their face. Only half HP. Maybe they can get 1, but they're getting flanked.
Satchel out.
On the stairs, they throw the satchel, and with a pistol, it's going to be able to take down DuPage's Rays.
Grenade!
CBC coming very strong into these early rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. And all this momentum is just making things so difficult for DuPage here right away. Already in a position where this buy-up becomes extremely important already, because DuPage just has such an uphill battle for the rest of this half now.
Something that CBC Hawks is doing very well, I will say, is they're really taking down DuPage's turret very early on into these executes. So that means that DuPage has to rotate one of their members onto B to try to hold it down instead of just having the turret there for information. So DuPage has to win this round, or again, they're back to eco for at least 2 rounds unless they can snowball it. Oh, they see multiple people there, and now we see the CBC are backing off a little bit, checking their flank. As this Viper Orb, very good here, going to be stalling them out for a little bit so they can stack members. We see rotates coming around from DP all over. That's going to be the spike going down C.
Spike planted.
That lockdown just forcing them out of the site.
Yep.
Go get him.
There's going to be a flash. That's big. They're going to be swinging off of that. Oh, we're going to see the both push out at the same time. One from main, one from Waterfall. But I think CBC are very happy to just play lineups here.
And at this point, if you're DPG, you almost have to think about saving if you can't get in here soon.
Oh, but you see DPG are aggressing here. They put the turret out, and now it's going to be a 4v4. The Raze is still up on both sides, but the timer is ticking down, and they're just spamming it. And that's going to be a 1v2, and that's going to be DuPage. Oh, almost getting a DuPage, so close. Bringing it down to a 1v1, but CBC Hawk just gets it.
And literally as close as it could possibly get there. DuPage almost getting the retake to come through, but just short there, and that is a brutal way to lose that round.
That is such a hard spot as a defender to play in, because you get them on site, you can't do anything because of that cage, that lockdown. So you're just sitting there just like, well, when we push in, we know where they're going to be, but what can we do? Because they're going to be sitting on that hill, they're going to be shooting. We see timeout taken right here. But like, what are you able to do? You throw the Raze nade in, but they just back up, and then they re-aggress, but there's so many smokes, you can't even see them. Push through the smoke, you die. You sit still, you die. It's just put them in a box, and they can't do anything. Can't wait to see how the rest of these rounds are going to line up. DPG Gaming, or Esports, are going to be coming back in. They're going to be trying to mix it up with this. How are they going to play defensively differently? I'd like to see the KJ turret be moved around to see if maybe she can get a little bit different value instead of it just being destroyed early on. Because CBC Hawk, they know where the bot's going to be. It's going to be B main on this box each time. So they're going to go, clear it, and just walk away from it. Because now, with them just clearing the bot, they have complete control over where DPG is going to be. One person has to be 1A.
I've got your trail.
See,
And
Mallow
like you mentioned, that just takes so much information away from DPG as well, just forcing the other member in.
We're going to see a very explosive round coming out from CBC. They're really running it down Rebel quickly. That's going to be a frag taken. Caught the other KJ. They turn their back. And that's going to be another taken down. That's going to be a 5v2 now. Need to get some picks. They're on 8. A little bit of a rope strategy. A little cheeky.
One enemy remaining.
Omen getting the pick, and that's going to be him getting double swung. And now the Viper trying to get their one. Slowly lurking up. They maybe take one gun away here. It might stop this snowball. I don't think CBC are going to let that happen. Danger swing. Clearing out of the site. Now we see, if you do die to bomb, you do get more money after the round goes. So that's what DPG are going to be doing here. CBC wins that round. Again, an eco round for DPG. So that's going to be one round down. And now, again, the bye round. DP has to get out of the weeds here and have to go win this gun round so they can stop this snowball. We see the credits of CBC Hawks, and it's astronomical. They can buy for almost the rest of the game here.
Absolutely, DPG really needs to start chaining some together. Even just getting to 3 or 4 is just so massive. Because you know, 3 or 4, you win that pistol round coming into the next half, and anything can really happen.
Bomb buddy out.
We're gonna see noise being made B here from CBC. There's that flashbang coming out. They know someone is there. Not how many, but just know something is there. And that clears it up. It's going to be one, but they're going to be pushing this, trying to go for the kill, push into the spawn. The Seekers come out, and that's going to be the breach, trying to hold it down. This fault, oh, the flash goes through. That's going to be also a smoke to peel for him, and now the DP is going to have to run away. DPG trying to fight for some space, but having it taken away from them all the same. And that's going to be a lot of utility used on DPG, and now this is going to start CBC's take. As again, that turret's going to be going down. Flash goes out, but there's the microwave setup, stopping anyone from aggressing onto the site. As KJ is going to try to hold it down, but then gets a molly thrown at her, and then blast pack away. This is going to be rotated onto C. They're met with a Viper orb. And look at this. Oh, and that's going to be the lurk taken down.
Poison's off.
She knew she was there, and that's going to be them trying to push through. DPG trying to attack through waterfall, but they're going to be cut down as the rotates finally come in. There's going to be a pick. DPG. So 3v2. It is doable. They have flash, and that's going to be 1v3 situation here. That's going to be a swing. What a shot from CBC. Winning their ones here.
Wow. I like the switch up from DPG there. The aggression through A did get them some good map control, but unfortunately they just weren't able to fully get through there as CBC was able to hold it down, and then they just continue to pivot. They have so many options in their setup here, breaking some of the KJ utility on B, and even though they were held out by that microwave setup, they were able to just pivot right into C.
We see that CBC Hawks breach really played that well. He knew that he was going to get fully committed on 4 space, but he just played time. He played his flashes, waited for his team to rotate over. We're going to see this explosive round coming out here already. Some shots being fired, and that's going to be DPG with a lot of elims, and that's going to be DPG with their first round.
Wow. And it could not have come at a more important time there as well.
Blink and you'll miss it. What a round from DPG. They all stacked C main. They got, I believe, their Omen with a Guardian. and he just gunned him down with the sheriffs as well. See, that was the round they needed, and now look, they're able to buy, and CBC Hawk, at least two of their players, if they lose this round, they're not going to be able to buy the next. So with this, we're going to see DPG are definitely in a much better spot.
And it looks like this time DPG playing a little bit for the back, but Shinwaffle here finds a nice headshot.
Oh, that's going to be Shinwaffle taken down, though, and another as well. This is going to be all of KJ's setup going to be taken down. That was a great aggressive play. Good shot onto their KJ. No Sentinel for either team. The numbers are in favor of CBC. Look at this flank, but I don't know if it's getting much. Asher goes down, but that's going to be a pick from Jelly Welly, trying to even the odds. But when it's in this position, very hard to do anything. Jelly Welly trying to get one. Jasper with a pick. Very nice. Now it's even. 2v2 in favor of CBC. That's one pick, and that's going to be another. Look at Jasper popping off with a 3K.
Another huge response from DPG. A little awkward there in the early round because Shin was able to find that early pick, but unfortunately it was just a 1-for-1, so wasn't really able to get traded out, but DPG still able to hold on and end up taking a absolutely massive second round. Still got to keep chaining just as much as they can get here.
Can I get this?
That's what you see, that amazing utility from Viper. After sustaining multiple nerfs, Viper is still queen on this map. We saw on C after she was able to stay alive and pop all of her abilities, and boom. CBC were out of the round right there because they have to push so much damage. I was starting this round to flash for some information. That boy, Moy, is going to get hit by it. Susai slowly peeking up here. Don't want to over peek. We see that Rice Spice actually moving the KJ bot. Great play there. Getting a lot of good utility there on C. As A is going to be taken over by this Viper pit and this Viper setup. Young Chicken looking to rotate, but gets met with Shinwaffle. Shinwaffle trying to escape with his life, but gets met with a lurker. And that's going to be B, relatively free for CBC here. Jelly Belly trying to poke out of the smoke, but is going to find it very hard. And DJ Fallen looking at Pixels, sees Jelly Belly's head through the smoke.
Just like that, that's pretty much the round here. Unless this lockdown can maybe get them in on the retake.
You should run.
Jasper, that... I don't know. KJ ults, 4v2, both down. They're running in, trying to get something, but that's going to be both hit by it? Yep. And that's going to be DPG. Oh no. They made it. Oh, but they got their weapons back. Not for long. That's going to be Susai going down, but the bomb's going to be going off. Rice Spice at least might be able to save their gun, but Malo trying to be aggressive here, making sure they don't get that. That boy Moy loses his gun. Oh, the shots! Oh, Rice Spice couldn't keep their gun. It's so unfortunate.
That's brutal. They still do have just enough to scrounge up a buy here, but that is going to affect it a little bit there.
Oh,
Shin, again, just so unfortunate. Shin is able to find an early pick, but just the second round in a row where wasn't able to get away, and that just gives up so much. Going 1-for-1 on that defensive side just unfortunately does give that slight advantage over to the attackers.
Yep, it definitely does. Shinwaffle, they try to go away, but we see that the lurking Sentinel, always this KJ is just everywhere. She's main, she's tunnel, she's always clearing. There's that bot going down, the microwave setup. Not really stopping Malo. Malo's still aggressing as fast as he can. That's going to be the afterburn. Shooting through, and that's going to be Asher not wanting any of the smoke, running far away from there. Shinwaffle does get a flash, does get one, but doesn't quite get the second. That's going to be Rice Spice getting the refrag. Now it's a 3v2 in the favor of DPG, and that's going to be a 2v2 now. As Asher gets one. Susei, it's the only one left. Very explosive. And that's going to be Susei getting one onto Asher. Now it's all up to Jasper. Jasper trying to get some. Gets one down. Now has to win this gunfight, but that's going to be Susei winning the one. Getting the headshot through the wall.
That's a huge clutch for the side of Susei. Getting CBC up to 9 on the half. 15 kills as well on the KJ. I mean, just how impressive is that?
Again, they're lurking. Like, why would they be coming from my spawn? Is probably what's going through Asher's head, as they were completely out of position because why would the KJ be there? That's just the type of mind games that you can play as a Sentinel when you have this information to play off of. And now it's going to
Absolutely.
be Rice Spice again on this defense, putting the microwave setup back onto C. Mallow going aggressive, taking rebel control pretty early on here. Flashes go out. Asher is going to be backing up, and Jasper as well. Playing on site, the dog goes out by Young Chicken. Going to be seeing Jasper here as well as Asher. Ooh, that boy Moy got Mallow's back. That nade, not exactly where he wants it to be. Okay, Asher has a Spectre and is ulted and dead. Not much you can do there.
Yeah, that utility
Explosive.
coming through for CBC, just the Skydog clearing tree, the breach, all just absolutely nothing their defense could do there.
Wow. Susei's showing the shot. Okay, everyone's really low here. So Sin Waffle could do much. We know the breach. Oh, but the heal does come out. But there's no armor on them. No armor on 3 of them. But he's getting enclosed here. He needs it a shot, and he just can't quite get the head. DJ Fallen gets down Shin Waffle. The Battle of the Omens. And that is going to be round swap. First half going very much so in the favor of CBC. DPG only getting 2 of those rounds. I'd say they have to really win the pistol here if they're going to bring it back.
Oh, absolutely. I think they really have to pull the same page from CBC here. Just they have to get off to an extremely strong start here, building up that economy as much as they can, or things can get out of hand here very quickly. They just don't have much margin for error.
That indeed. What we do see, it's a 3-point map, 3-site map. Therefore, it is in the favor of the attackers. You have 3 areas to rotate to. Maybe DPG are just better at attacking than they are defending on this map. We know that Breach is going to have a harder time on defense. Same with that Raze getting as much value as he did on attack. Asher already taking Rubble, going to be peeking A main very early on here. Only one on site that we know of. They're going to be breaking the wall, though. Asher going to be walling out. Does get the dog with a flash in return. And that's going to be them getting kind of in a crossfire here. This is very dangerous. Thankfully, they do smoke it out. But Mallow seeing here, facing the music. Same with DJ Susi. And that's going to be Mallow getting more. And that's going to be CBC stopping the push.
Wow, that's so impressive by CBC too. I mean, like you mentioned, they're DPG's coming from both sides. They come from B and A, and yet they're able to just hold down the door area there and somehow, some way, live with even 4 members. Just a very impressive hold from them there.
I mean, think of this. This is the team play aspect of competitive Valorant here because you know, in ranked, no one's rotating. No one's rotating in ranked. But whenever you get to calm that, we see Susei probably heard, okay, they're a lot A, so he wraps all the way around with his Sky, so they're able to pincer and completely sandwich them. You're going to see a force buy on the side of DPG, trying to gamble here. If they can get this round, they'll be sitting pretty, but the microwave setup absolutely decimates Shin Waffle, and that's going to be Susei peeking out, seeing Jelly Willy isolated. And now look, this door, very dangerous. Look at this flash, their flash, and that's going to be a peek out. Susei with the taps does get the headshot, and that's going to be Mallow and DJ Fallen cleaning it up as CBC put it to match point.
Match point.
Just like that, Susei is just finding so much impact on this KJ. The delay there to get the rotates through, finding a triple as well, just absolutely going huge for CBC.
Massive props to DJ Fallen there. That was 100% a countdown moment. They counted 3, 2, 1. The flash went. Susei pushed. Everyone just collapsed. And that's DuPage blind, scared, and don't know where to look as they get absolutely headshotted. But DuPage still, they have some weapons at their disposal. So they can make something happen, but Shinwolf doesn't quite shoot anyone through his smoke. And that's going to be 5 members of CBC running it up A. Sorry, 4 members. We see Sensei still holding it down B, but what an aggressive push. And now it's going to be a 4v5 with Rice Spice not having the best weapon, but does get the tap, evening the odds. Susei looking for Jelly Willy here. We see C site is clear. Jelly Willy does get a headshot by that Spectre, living with his life. Mallow does get a pick on the Asher, coming from the flank, gets 2. That's going to be Jasper getting one, trying to make it even, and now it's in a 2v3. Jasper doesn't quite get the shot, but Rice Spice trades him. Now he swings, gets the one. This is a 1v1 situation here. Young Chicken with a Spectre. Rice Spice needs one clean headshot, and that could be the round, but it seems that Young Chicken sees Rice Spice before, and that's going to be round one going the way of CBC.
Wow, and CBC just charging through A on that round as well. Not even at a 12-2 scoreline, still playing so aggressive, not playing afraid whatsoever. What an impressive map one from them. DuPage are going to have an uphill battle here in these next two maps.
They definitely are. From what I saw there, the key thing is really holding back the aggression and holding these flanks, because we see that Susei just went on a tear. They were able to be everywhere and anywhere all at once because of the ability, because we saw that CBC really just destroyed that KJ turret. They're able to have multiple people push multiple places, which then split up the defense of DuPage very early on, so that they were able to go and take 1v1s or even like 2v3s sometimes, so they were able to eke out that win over DuPage.
Yeah, absolutely. And on Lotus, it's so important to have that ability to kind of pivot around on those different sites. And CBC just did such a great job of, like you mentioned, working, destroying that KJ turret on B, and then just being willing to really take their time and work around the map is so important on Lotus. They just did such a great job of really opening up that first half, and that led them to victory ultimately.
Definitely. And we see the key difference between the two compositions. We saw DuPage with a Viper, and we saw CBC with the Breach instead. And with that, we saw that CBC were just playing so aggressive. They were pushing everything with full confidence because they know someone was blind, disoriented, out of position from the aftershock. And with the Rays as well, playing so aggressive with those nades. One nade lineup, and that's the whole setup you have to get the angle and everything, have to run back. With the Viper, it's great defensively, but I didn't see that much value being used out of the Viper on DuPage's side.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that double controller too, having to start defensively, maybe not ideal for that as well.
Definitely, that's definitely way better at the aggressive side, where you're able to control multiple points of avenue, where people are going to see and everything. One of the things as well, we just saw that CBC were able to get those crossfires, so that team play really are benefiting them. DuPage, I believe, needs to set up a slightly better crossfires. We saw people pushing alone sometimes through smokes, or pushing one side when someone else wasn't pushing at the same time. So the communication needs to be locked in.
Absolutely. Well, in between map two, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break here, and then we'll be back into map two. Welcome back, everybody. College of DuPage here, taking on CBC Hawks. Map 2 is going to be Breeze, and we see DuPage are going to be starting defense here as we get into the Agent Select. I'm Cryptic alongside OP Knees here. OP, what is your take here on the start of Breeze?
So already DuPage are locked in. They are confident in whatever comp they've set up here, and I see that they've set up a Viper Cypher. Wow, say that twice fairly fast. Viper, Cypher, Sova, Sky, and then a Jet. Here we're gonna see them playing a lot more aggressive here with this, so much information with that Sova and that Sky, and also the Cypher. There's just information overload here. And then it's Breeze. You have to run a Viper. If you don't run a Viper, it's kind of, what are you going to do? Run a Brimstone? It just doesn't work. So Viper, definitely a must pick here. And the Jet, still really strong after those nerfs that she had from her previous self. Still gets a pick, gets out exactly what you want from a Space Maker.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, just on Breeze here, really seems like there's kind of 4 characters that are just so core importance to the map. The Jet for Duelists, just because of the space making ability with how big the map is. You got Sova and Cypher for that information, and then Viper, just the wall is just too crucial for this map. Where it really gets interesting is that second initiator here, as we see one team, DuPage elects to pick the Sky, and then we have CBC picking KO. So it'll be interesting to see how those slight differences in their comps here might come into play.
I really like the KO pick, actually, because if you land the KO knife on either the Cypher or the Viper, done. They can't do anything. They can't use their abilities for that time. And within that time, 'cause it tells you who you hit with that. You just go in, absolutely explosive. Your jet dashes in, your Sova darts someone. It's uncontrollable if someone does get hit with this KO knife. So I'm gonna say DPG have to play scared from this KO knife. If they see it, they need to shoot it or get rid of it as quick as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. And then especially once he gets that ultimate as well. I mean, there's quite literally nothing you can do against that. It's just going to have to be play for retake more or less for DPG once that KO ult comes through.
Definitely. Again, really good here. We're going to see how this Sky is going to be pair up away from the KO as well. Jelly Willy going to be pushing up here into elbow already. Pretty aggressive here. I like this aggression from DPG.
The Jelly's time is just going to be so important here, though.
He's invisible behind the wall. Already planting. CBC already planting. It seems that
planted.
DPG are just playing for retake, and Jelly Willy going to be coming from the back already. See rotates coming up. We're going to see the Vipers almost right next to each other there. And that's going to be Jelly Willy with the first pick of this map. Dashing in, going aggressive. Just gets the headshot, but Malo gets to Asher. Snaps back, and that's going to be Jelly Willy making it a 3v1. And that's going to be Rice Spice making sure the pistol is secured. Great positioning there from DPG. And also, we saw Asher absolutely popping off with those 2 picks. They're right next to each other, and he was able to absolutely secure it for his team.
Yeah, it was really well played by DPG. Even though the site was taken there by CBC, they just ultimately weren't really able to get much space. DPG just were able to hold down in the spawn there and then also get the quick flank, and it just really kind of forced CBC to try and play aggressively into the spawn, but it just doesn't work out for them, and DPG will take the pistol.
That's one of the negative of rushing onto a site is that elbow, like we just saw right there. DPG utilized the rush the CBC were doing and just took elbow control, took flank, and boom, fish in a barrel. You have spawn, mid, and flank to worry about. That's gonna be Jelly Willy starting the round off strong with that shot from the Marshall. Right here on B long, I mean A long even. Susei gets a little taste of his own medicine as Jasper comes up behind him on that flank. No one expects for Jasper to push straight main there. That's crazy. Now Jasper going to be rotating onto A for his team. We're going to see CBC rotating back to A after trying to fake mid. Slowly pushing up, but Jelly Willy sees one and gets one too. Oh, he's put down to 18 HP. Going to be calling for a doctor. Rice Spice is there with the heals. And that's going to be DJ Fallen, knowing he needs to make a play. Going out, but that's going to be Jelly Willy getting the third. And Asher trying not to die as he tries to dart. That boy tries to get one, but Jelly Willy with the 4K. Coming out this second round with a purpose. DPG are not letting what happened on map 1 happen on map 2.
Yeah, thus far a strong start for them, but a important round right away here as DPG are just going to elect a bonus as we saw CBC do in the last game. Definitely better for the financial side of things. But let's see if CBC can get something going here and get some momentum on their attack side.
Look at these Cypher trips. Like, what is that one near backside there? Like, what? Why is it at that angle? Cypher moment. Oh, and Malo sits down Jelly Willy as they're pushing out mid. Now they're Space Makers down. Susei sees one, sees two, but that's going to be Shin Waffle taking one down, but Malo is going to be getting another. That's going to be Asher getting one. Again, 2v2 at the moment, and we're going to see Shin Waffle has a gun in his hand, and that's a 4K. They line up perfectly for him.
Very well played by DPG there. The double push through the Viper wall on elbow was just so huge. The fact that Susei doesn't even get one there just immediately really derails so much for CBC, and DPG are able to get their bonus, which is a major advantage for them in the early half here.
You see CBC pausing real quick. I mean, you absolutely last map dominated 10 rounds almost straight, and now you get 3 rounds on you quick, and you don't even know what's happening. You know, flashing lights, blurred vision, pause it. Now we're going to see what they're going to be talking about here. They're probably going to try to get a hold of Jelly Willy and Shin Waffle here because they're just playing so aggressive. How do we stop this aggression between these two players? And even then, whenever we stop the aggression, Asher is just popping off. So how do we stop these pop-offs and really control the vision between DPG and what they're seeing and what they're able to do?
It'll be interesting to see what the answer is for CBC, as just early on that B defensive control that they've been able to get aggressively has just been so crucial.
Right there, I want to talk about that last round whenever they did push elbow into Susei. That was such a gamble that Susei was just caught without knowing someone was going to push through the wall, because usually if you're a Vandal pushing into a small space, you usually don't want to do that on eco rounds or low buy rounds, because you can get absolutely demolished. Pulled the operator from Jellywelly, didn't even see it. He saw it, takes one down. Mallow does get the refrag though. Mallow trying to go big, but gets taken down by Rice Spice. That's going to be DJ Fallen trying to go in, does get a pick onto Asher. Now it's going to be a 3v2, but Susei and DJ Fallen do not have the weapons they need. Fallen picking up a Vandal. Trying to even the odds here. There is an operator on the ground somewhere. It's going to be the wall going up, the spike going down. Susei plays aggressive on this angle, trying to make space for his team. That's going to be a dog getting shot down. Knows where the shots are coming from. Susei throws a molly. And that's going to be a molly again from the team. That's a massive flash. There's going to be two getting flashed. Rice Spice sees one, but gets taken down by Susei. Susei playing cat and mouse here, getting one down as his teammate doesn't have the gun. And that's going to be Susei going down. And now it's going to be DJ Falling with a Vandal in his hands. A 2v1 situation. And he's going to be taken down by Shin Waffle. Great shots by both teams.
Yeah, good retake by DPG there as well. For CBC, Susei just had the right idea there. A nice little sneaky play, trying to sneak around the pyramids and get behind the DPG retake, but just unfortunately ended up not working out timing-wise for Susei. I like the early aggression as well from Jelly, but I mean, unfortunately, since CBC are on an eco, it's a little dangerous. They're pushing so far forward with that operator. But when all is said and done, DPG still are able to take the round.
We're going to give credit where credit to. Mallow also hit a nasty blade shot. Jumping up with that blade storm, getting a nice pick onto Jellywelly. I mean, when you're peeking into an op, that's kind of very confident to be doing that. Jellywelly going to be holding onto this op, though, and as long as it is in his hands, I'm pretty sure we're going to see CBC struggling to continue these rounds. Okay, Mallow. There's that elbow control they have. Now they're going to be trying to get a little bit more into mid. You can see a drone coming out, fired the bolt, I'm pretty sure. Might have seen Mallow. Now the take's going to go down. Now the wall is going to be going down. Jasper gets overwhelmed. And that's going to be Susei getting a pick through the wall. Jellywelly's going to be spammed out. Now that's the operator down for DPG. And now they're going to playing on their heels. Rice Spice just sees one, gets the flick. What a play. And Asher pushing out from that flank. There's the flash going out. They see the tripwire, take it down. Asher gets one on DJ Fallen. Now they're going to ult. Now it's even a 2v3 actually. That's going to be Asher taking down the other Sova. And that boy Moy at 1 HP as Sin Waffle almost takes him down. Rice Spice gets the refrag. What a retake.
Yeah, I mean, that's so impressive from DPG. They're down to a 3v5 there. I mean, almost right away, just on the take. DPG had the Viper on site. Jasper just unfortunately not able to get any before going down. And then even Jelly just getting spammed through the Viper wall as well and still able to retake.
I was so concerned when Jellywelly got spammed out through the smoke. I thought it was over. The operator's down. How do you retake this now that you can't really do much because your space maker's down, you have your smokes down, so how are you going to play with any space? And we saw that Asher was really the one that made that space there, having that flank on his toes, getting that space for his team as quickly as he could to get that control.
Absolutely. I love that DPG is keeping this op mobile as well. Jelly has not been really playing in the same place 2 rounds in a row in the entire half, as we see Jelly currently at the A door.
See, Jasper suppressed, darted, and Asher gets a kill through the smoke, even with all these debuffs put upon him. Sees the spike go down, knows one's there, getting spammed out. Asher swings, but Susei gets 2. Jellywelly is going to go down with the op in hand, but Mallow picks it up. This is dangerous. I don't know if he picks it up or has an op of his own. That's going to be Rice Spice taking out Susei. Mallow with the op, misses his shot. And that's going to be Jasper. Now with one more chance, Rice Spice as well. Trying to peek it, sees one in the corner, gets it, and that's going to be, what a shot from Jasper. Taking the op down.
The fact that they're able to dismantle that post-plant positioning there as well. I mean, they've got 2 set up in main, and in 1 close on the boxes there. Just being able to find those kills is just absolutely ridiculous.
That's great communication as well from Asher. After he got took down, he saw the KO where he was moving as he was going down and said, hey, you might be playing behind these boxes. I thought it was going to be very rough whenever Mallow gets his hands on that operator. You know, Jet operator, match made in heaven. That's an easy plant, and all you have to do is sit back and cave, and boom, you win. But Jasper with the nasty shot, looking death in the face, fearing no evil, taking down the operator for his team. Now we're going to see that dashing straight in over. But Jasper is here. He's out of his own thing, and that's going to get taken down by Mallow. This is an eco, by the way, for CBC, and they're already 2 up. 5v3. That's going to be a neural threat.
Spike planted.
Down. Rice Spice, they know where they are, and that's going to be maybe Jelly Welly not wanting to have an op onto an eco. That's going to be Shin Waffle going down by Mallow. That's going to be Rice Spice going back at his location revealed. That's going to be 1 op shot, a 4v2. Pushing in with the operator. Can't really see an angle. And that's going to be just going down very soon. The flash goes out. We're going to see this one back sight. Mallow gets a 3rd. And that's going to be a shot from Jelly Willy. But now his position is known. And that's going to be shots just being pushed right onto him. And Jelly Willy's going to be trying to save this op. But gets taken down by Mallow. With a 4K on an eco round. With a Vandal in hand.
Wow, CBC, just what a huge play for Mallow to jump over that Viper ult there on the B main and to be able to just put so much pressure on Jasper right away. I mean, for the Viper, that is the ideal play, ulting B main, but just immediately gets so much pressure put on by Mallow updrafting over the ultimate there. What a play by Mallow to open things up.
It really, so with that ult, you know, there's only one place it could possibly be coming from. But then Mallow made it, just make it, there's 2 where it could be coming from. And you see that, just, operators. Very close to looking at each other here. Jelly Willy has to be very careful.
Oh, might just walk right into it.
Oh, Susei. Right here, and he gets a pick on the Jelly Willy unaware. And that's going to be the operator being taken down again. There's 4,800 credits down the drain. Mallow going mid, but there's the other 4,800 credits going down the drain as he pushes up by himself, getting taken down by Rice Spice. The angle's not cleared. DJ Fallen is going to be throwing some flashbangs to try to get some space to recover that operator so no one can have it in their hands. DJ takes down Jasper as they peek out. Asher, pushing up mid here. The timing. DJ Fallen takes down Rice Spice. And that's going to be Asher with 2.
Down mid.
There's a 3rd here. Does he know? He gets the dart off. Susei. Pushing up, and whoa! He goes down! A-main, now it's a 1v2, and the young chicken with his position out has to throw the dart to try to make sure he doesn't die. That's gonna be Asher going there. He gets the spike, but he hears one. Sin Waffle is heard. He knows he's in trouble.
30 seconds
Asher
left.
protected by this box, but not for long. Look at this. How is he able to peek out? He's getting shot at, but what can he do? Oh, and then there's the cam. Clearly revealing his position. There's not much he can do now. He has to try to push up, pushes down. Such a covert operation. Doesn't quite see him. I believe he does, actually. Young Chicken outruns him, running away as quick as he can to try to get this spike down. It takes 4 seconds to plant with the 9 seconds left. Does get it down.
My ult is ready.
But now he's going to try to peek out the right and left side. And that's going to be a double swing from Asher and Sin Waffle. There's the dart going out. But that's going to be Sin Waffle winning that 1, pushing right into Young Chicken even when he has those walls. What a comeback from DPG that round.
Yeah, DPG, Asher's flank just absolutely huge there. Finding the timing, getting 2 on that flank. Just what a play by him. Chicken, a valiant effort in that 1v2. The fact that Chicken was able to sneak that spike over onto the B side, just getting past those final 2 defending members, gave them an opportunity to steal it back, but just DPG were able to play it together and get the retake to finish things out.
That was a crazy round. We see both ops getting taken away very early on. We see lurks, we see flanks. And we also see an amazing comeback. I believe DPG were down into a 3v2 there before they were able to get their numbers back up. See Mallow pushing up with their Blade Storm, has that dash ready. The orb is going to be taken as well. Now you're going to be dashing through, just dashing forward, not going to updraft. They get shot, and that's going to be Asher trying to play this right here. But his location is revealed. He's going to be shot at as well. That's going to be one shock dart going through, hits that boy for a little bit. And now they have to play a retake as that rush makes it in. Mallow through that cage does get revealed though. Shinwaffle destroys that. So Shinwei gets one. Asher with amazing shot. Throws the shock dart. That boy gets gunned down. Mallow with no weapons left, trying to do something. That's going to be their location revealed and their head removed. And now Young Chicken, good main, fully blind, tries to peek out, tries to kill a diffuser, but it's going to get taken down by Rice Spice. What an amazing, that was just a great round there. Great retake by DPG.
Yeah, even though CBC gets the Viper wall to, of course, be able to get them out onto the site, plant the spike as well. Just the retake coming through, just so well done by DuPage. Asher getting just a lot of great shots off thus far in this half. Really strong start for DPG. CBC got to try and get as much as they can here, ideally up to, I mean, really at least 3 rounds, I would say, to try and make this doable.
I definitely will say, yep, 3 rounds, that definitely is comeback time. But at the moment, we're going to see how Jelly Belly does with this op in his hand. Again, only getting a little bit of value, does get the dash through Mallow. Gets back up into heaven. Now there's going to be Shinwaffle getting droned out. He's running away. Asher from across the map trying to do something. You're going to see only a Guardian and GJ fall in his hand. That's going to be the wall going up. Mallow. Oh my goodness, Asher's there to meet Mallow. Right there, and Asher with a second one as well. Not afraid. Chilling right there. Rice Spice almost gets flashed, and look at they line up. Rice Spice gifted a double kill right in his hand. Susei tries to get his one to try to stop this momentum. The Dagger Storm gets thrown out by Jelly Welly. Jelly Welly gets gunned down, but so does Susei.
The importance of Asher's play there is just insane. I mean, if Asher goes down, the entire dynamic of that round changes. A is completely open, and CBC just gets so much more room, but finds 2 there to just completely dismantle CBC's attack there.
Mallow had to do a double take. Like, why is Asher on ropes? Why is there Sova there? They look at them just like, okay, there's a Sova. Wait a minute, that's not my Sova. And had to do a double take, and then Asher kills him while he's on the rope, and then goes up and gets a second. That's just the insane plays that are necessary to bring this back to map 1. This is a completely different looking DPG. Doesn't quite get what he's looking for there, but DJ Fallen does get the plant after ulting. That's going to be site completely cleared, but that's going to be also an ult used as well. CBC wants this site. They need a round, and they're going to say, this eco round, this is our round. But with 5 members left, and a lot of util as well, DPG aren't going to go silently into the night. Mallow gets Asher. It's a playmaker down. DJ Fallen peeks out, but gets headshot. Rice Spice, get that headshot. Shinwaffle pushes in. Susei gets Jasper. Rice Spice can't get a kill. Shinwaffle gets put down. 3v2 situation. Mallow is seen, and that's going to be Rice Spice getting one, but with no time left. Rice Spice has a tall tail. Sees Susei, but Susei sees him faster. Eco round taken by CBC to try to bring it back. That Playboy doesn't quite get his gun out. Now it is the last round in the half, 9-2 at the moment.
And this could very well set the tone for coming right into the second half here, as it's been an entirely, pretty much a turnaround from the last game here. DuPage completely in control thus far. CBC has to try and reel some of that momentum back if they want any opportunity to try and take this 2-0.
What's kind of interesting is that CBC is the 2 rounds they've won have been eco rounds. So honestly, they should just eco every round. Because it seems that it's working out. Oh my goodness, look at that utility swarm onto Mallow. Put down to 30 HP before he could see anyone. DJ Fallen, look at this push. He's already so far back. Look at all this space he's making. DJ Fallen, if he gets this pick, it's going to be amazing. Shinwaffle's going to go down to Sensei, and that's going to be Jelly Belly here. Mallow going to be going down. Already put at 3 HP. One shot takes him down. That's going to be Jelly Belly getting DJ Fallen on that flick. And that's going to be Jasper getting Susei as well. I really thought TJ Fallon was going to get that pick, but it seems Jelly Welly's just turned on the Jets with an amazing play. And now it's only 2 players left on the side of CBC, 4 for DPG. And a dog comes out to field the position of that boy Moy. That boy Moy tries to get one, but that's going to be a firing squad left down. Young Chicken gets his one onto Jelly Welly, trying to defend that bomb as best he can, but that's going to be Jasper defusing. Does Young Chicken have lineups? He doesn't, but that's going to be Asher killing Young Chicken. But we see that CBC won that round as they were unable to stop the defeat. They were able to stop the plant, and the bomb went off because they stopped the defuse. CBC Hawks player Young Chicken just saved them that round.
Wow. Yeah, Chicken just somehow finds. I mean, the 2 most important kills, the only 2 of the half the Chicken has, but they couldn't have been more important. Gets the ultimate kill on the first diffuser, then just somehow sneaks around with 3 alive and finds that final diffuser as well to give them just an inkling of hope coming into the second half here.
That was just a really good shot by Young Chicken, really getting that spike pinged by his teammates, shoots blindly into it, gets a headshot onto the diffuser, and then DPG just kind of look at it just like, well, what can you do? Now we're going to see how does DPG attack. Mallow just pushing through. You don't know about that one. Young Chicken trying to do something, but yep, I got you, bud. Don't worry. I'll play on the safe side of the wall. But Jelly Welly's on elbow and just peeks and just kills 2. Young Chicken and DJ Fallen. Susei is left alone on A, getting darted, and that's going to be Jelly Welly trying to go for that pick. Gets a 3rd. Jelly Welly's out for blood. He wants a 4th. That boy Moy gets seen by that camera, and that's going to be Shin Waffle and Asher. Shin Waffle gets that nice, crispy Sheriff headshot.
DPG just continuing the momentum right away. I mean, I like the aggression from CBC, but I mean, unfortunately, it was just almost 1 by 1. They really didn't give themselves much of an opportunity to trade any of that out, and unfortunately, that just gave them almost no chance after those first 2 members go down in mid.
That was just a dry peek through the smoke. I don't think that's the intention of Mallow there, but right there, you need your Sover to dart, your KO to throw a knife, some sort of utility to take the aggression off you, but they're just looking at the smoke, waiting for someone to push through, and it seemed that they got their wish and saw Mallow just gunned down from 2 sides. Jelly Welly almost gets one, but almost gets his head taken off in the process. Sits down onto this low ground. Look at this. Took a big chunk out of Susei's health as well. No healer on their team, so Susei is just 1 HP for the rest of the game. Shin Waffle. Here's Mallow's shot. It's going to be peeking. That's a jump over. Mallow does have no idea that Jelly Welly's there, and Jelly Welly's just going to sit there and be okay. Okay, yep. Mallow doesn't have any of their resources. Jasper. Here's him shooting. What a play! What a timing! He gets 2! Jasper, what an amazing lurk! Goes right up through A main. Mallow gets one onto Jelly Welly, but that's going to be Jasper going up into the Sova. Only 10 bullets left in his chamber. Shin Waffle needs to hit the shot. He does! Shin Waffle panics a little bit as that boy's going to take him down, but Jasper is going to be getting a 3rd. Dat Boy Moy, with only a stinger to his name, tries to get his 1. Jasper going to elude death. With 2 HP remaining from that right click, Jasper gets 4. What a lurk.
I mean, yeah, catching both of them just looking the opposite direction. Sometimes it feels like you can play around so well positionally, but just a moment like that can just completely change everything. Just catching both of them off guard and going for a quad there. Huge round from Jasper.
That's the danger of leaving a Viper wall just unattended. They could be walking past it, through it, around it, however they please. So when you see that a lot of noise being made mid, there was only 1 person looking main, and they looked on the wrong side. So then they were just able to get those 2 very crucial picks. And now they're going to be going through A main. 2 there, going to be droning out 2. Seeds 1, tags 1, seeds 2. Young Chicken and DJ Fallen are going to be called out. Rice Spice playing through A main. But there's a Cypher set up there, so it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Jelly Belly eluding
Here.
capture. Seized one. Asher playing around this wall. Young Chicken looking to dart it. Look at Jelly Willy. Look at him lurking on the site. He's already all the way back into sight. He might
Boy's
just
on his
kill
camera
the
as well.
Cypher. And he does. He kills the Cypher through the wall, gets the headshot. That boy Moy was unaware. Oh, and he's trying to get the second. Just get the kill, but gets taken down by Young Chicken with the refrag. But now it's a 3v4. Jasper does get flashed, but doesn't get pushed, and he doesn't check his corner. Oh my goodness, cut away. Don't look at it. It's Asher gets one. Asher trying to get another, but Young Chicken gets the shots that he needs. Young Chicken trying to push out here. We see that DPG does have it down. Happens to everyone. Look, not all of us warmed up today. Oh my goodness, those shots. Oh, what a shot from Young Chicken. Speaking about it, but then it's going to be Shin Waffle getting Young Chicken down. Holy goodness, that shot from Young Chicken. What a flick.
Match point.
Wow, CBC just gets absolutely chopped up that round. Their defense is just... Moy just literally getting caught on the camera there as DPG were just able to sneak right into B. Just so much impact from Jelly being able to sneak through and get those 2 kills there.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to see DPG putting it to match point 12-3, a mirror of the last map. This is DPG's map. This is why they were so quick to instantly lock in their composition. They are confident on this map. We're going to see that maybe the KO isn't getting as much value as I thought it should for CBC.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they really even just haven't even been able to get the opportunity to get many of those alts with just these rounds going so heavily to DPG that, as you said, you know, the impact hasn't really been able to be found thus far for that KO pick.
We can see how is CBC going to get back into this round. I believe the last round was their eco. Actually, no, that was their full buy round last round. They all had Vandals. Now is going to believe going back down into an eco. Unless I'm doing my math wrong, which it definitely could be. Yep, I'm doing my math wrong. They do have 4 spies around an eco. They're really banking on that last one when they bought all those Vandals. So how is CBC going to win this? They have to get control of these lurks because we see Asher, Jelly, and Jasper all are putting so much pressure by lurking around this map. They have to be aware of these lurkers and not leave any wall unattended. Asher, what an aggressive play. There's that KO working very well. Aloe gets Asher very quickly into this round.
That gives him the spike as well here.
Oh, he does have the spike. Oh, this is really bad. DPG kind of in a rough spot now that Mallow and DJ Fallen were just playing so aggressive there. Jelly Belly does get one on the lurk. Look at this, he's playing mid here, trying to draw attention away. That's going to only be 2 minutes sight. Fallen there. DJ Fallen gets right spice, but gets a refrag out, and that's going to be Mallow taken down.
Exactly.
Picked apart, 3v2 now. Young Chicken on site, gets his location taken away. Dat boy Moy as well. Only with a sheriff to his name, Young Chicken has to go big with this Guardian.
Standing ahead.
Spike planted.
Time to play aim labs to click some heads. Let's get a shot off. Sees Jasper, but that's going to be Shin Waffle, seeing him as well. Jelly Willy just flanking all the way mid. There's going to be a cage put up by that boy Moy to try to flood. Young Chicken gets one. Jasper gets that boy Moy, though. Young Chicken on this lurk, trying to do the impossible. Oh, he gets the shot off, but now he gets away his position. Now he's just going to be jiggle peeked, and that's going to be Shin Waffle taking out Young Chicken and taking the second map away from CBC in a dominant showing.
Yeah, I mean, especially just even on that last round there, I mean, CBC really had a great play pushing into A main. They're able to get the spike early. I mean, that round should be over at that point. But DuPage is somehow Jelly chopping through mid, just brings that, you know, just enough attention to wait to really be able to let DuPage get back into that and finish things out.
Definitely. We see that whenever Jelly Willy is allowed to play Jet, I believe they're going to be playing at a way higher level because they were very confident on that pick, really showing how you take space as Jet, making people double question, where is this player? We need to go check mid. And as soon as you drag one away from mid, the KO is kind of in that limbo of, do I stay on the spike or not? So then they're able to go peek, get the pick, flush out Mallow, and then that round is in the favor of DPG.
Yeah, absolutely. And here in the semifinals, we've seen both teams just absolutely dominate their map pick. But the fun thing about a best of 3 is that, guess what? We've got a decider. So both teams ended up, last map is going to be Bind And I believe DPG is starting on defense once again, so they'll be able to finish things out on attack and have that opportunity to really be able to, be in control. Once things switch over in that second half, they'll be able to be the ones that set the tone for how the series ends up finishing out.
One of the most important things about Bind is how will the Raze player affect it? Because if you're not playing Raze on Bind, you're not really playing Bind. So we're going to see how the Raze is going to affect this match. That, in my opinion, is what's going to be the decider for this map.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be exciting to see. But until then, we're going to take another short break just right before the decider here. Semifinals, NJCAAE semifinals here for Valorant. We'll be right back for map number 3. Welcome back, everybody. Map 3 here. DPG and CBC here in the semifinals. Here on Bind, underway in Agent Select. I would not be surprised at all, of course, the Viper coming through here, but it looks like it's only going to be for DPG. CBC coming through with the Chamber Fade. A little spicy, a little bit different than you generally see here on the Bind Pro comps.
Very interesting to see. We see Dat Boy Moy also hovering that Brimstone. I personally love Brimstone on this map. Jelly Willy already locking in that Raze. It's Bind. There's only really one duelist you're allowed to play. We see Jasper and Rice Spice locking in both controllers. We're going to see a Brimstone and a Viper. Very good setup here, especially with this Cypher. If it's played along, again, with this Sky, this is going to be a very defensive, very slow, methodical, making it so you can't see anything or can't play anywhere type comp for the side of DuPage.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be interested to see for CBC too. This
Choose your
is
agent.
kind of the more unorthodox composition here, but very clearly there's got to be a reason why they're picking it. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this out. They are starting on attack here, so we'll get to see how they want to approach that right away as we jump in here.
The chamber pick is really racking my brain, trying to determine like what is the best place to use a chamber, because Bind is not really known for operators, to be fair. And the utility you get from chamber, you could get from a lot of different other operators. Especially now, this is a hot take, especially even Yoru. You could be playing Yoru here instead of the chamber and get better value because this map is so close range in comparison to other maps. The chamber on Breeze, I would have understood because long range, operator ult, also get away for free, very useful. But on Bind, there's really only one place to sit this chamber. Yeah, so I'm gonna see how CBC are gonna be playing this out.
Yeah, absolutely, especially post nerf chambers. I know pre-nerf chamber used to be able to do some of the kind of the goofiness where you could, I believe, even couldn't you trip between sites with chamber?
I would not be surprised if you were able to do that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a chamber main. I believe on my account I don't even have him unlocked. That's how little I play the character. It's just not the greatest. We're gonna see that CBC pushing it down. Oh yeah, when you see that, oh, the pick from Jelly Willy. Jelly Willy getting 2. They're disorientated. The dog came out. Rice Spice disorientated 2. Jelly Willy getting a nade, and Shin Waffle coming through the TP. Oh, what a shot from the Sensei. Sensei, whoa, watch out there, DPG. Don't get too aggressive now. Sensei is on a tirade. What a play there by DPG. They came out of the teleporter and absolutely even. Oh,
but Susei's gonna get the 1v1s.
Oh, Susei can turn this back. What an amazing play for DPG. Just turn into a crisis management. Rice Spice is one shot away. First pistol round going the way of CBC. Susei. Oh, he knows. He knows. He's aware. Rice Spice running away. Has smokes. Throwing them down. Ooh, Rice Spice needs to know. Rice Spice needs to know. And Rice Spice does. What an amazing play. Rice Spice. Whew. Bringing it back from the brink there.
Right,
Had me sweating.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like DPG just had them read to a T, but Susei just makes a ridiculous play to make that possible for CBC. And those last 2 kills there as well, with DPG trying to push through A short. I mean, Susei had the opportunity for those 2 1v1s to finish things out, but DPG just able to reel it back in after the early aggression.
Everyone's giving Knuckles the rice spice. That has to be right there. Just saved everyone. And we're going to see CBC going to be gamble stacking it up into B hookah. Bird, want to come out. There's that stim beacon. Sin Waffle, very aware that people are there. Puts the cage up. And anyone, the first one that jumps through. This is so hard. That boy's going to go down. Oh, the shots don't land. Asher, you're in the back. The flash goes out. That's going to be Sensei. Absolutely blinded.
Remaining.
Gonna go down. Only one left. And that's going to be DJ Fallen going down to Jelly Welly. Like fish in a barrel.
Wow, just a sliver of time there. It looked like CBC might have had a chance, as Shin wasn't able to find one before having to reload, but just that Cypher utility just makes it so difficult to jump out of hookah, and ultimately CBC just weren't able to find their way into the site.
Already jumping out of hookah is so dangerous. They're so long. You cannot fire back. You can't shoot. You can't use util. You can't do anything. Let alone the Cypher tripwire that's going to always be there. There's just so much to go. And everyone's funneling out there. Again, they're gamble stacking. Gambling, no one's there. But it is bind. And they are playing Cypher. So it's safe to say they're going to play playing B. Young Chicken. Going to be going up mid here, though. But just gonna be going back. Oh, Susei has free reign of the site. If he hits this tripwire, which he just might, that's gonna be turning heads. Susei, we gotta avoid detection. He's gonna be getting one, and that's good. But he's gonna be traded out, and Jasper gets one across the map away. Jelly Belly gonna be getting Susei, and Sin Waffle gets one, get takedown. But that boy Moy, DJ Fallen, on this angle is just Jelly Belly against the world. Can he face the music? It seems that Jelly Willy gets his one and is going to be going for more. Jelly Willy peeking out, going to be shooting that boy Moy. He has already two this round, and they're going to be lining up Jasper and Jelly Willy's right spice. Going to be going on that flank though to secure that round for DPG.
And I love that positioning from DPG, doubling up in hookah there with the lower bonus specters there, and having Jelly just sit on site with the rifle, being able to trade them out, because I mean, even with that lurk there from Susei, being able to find them in the back on hookah, just Jelly being able to swing out there and trade that out right away just really does so much for their defense.
Always great reads, great communication from Jelly Willy, just being on the right spot at the right time. If you shut down Susei early, I believe that DPG are going to have a lot easier time taking off with this map. We're going to see CBC in dire straits, especially on their economy.
Yeah, I really hope, just for the sake of having a good series, that this doesn't go the way we've seen these first few maps. But I mean, you know, Valorant, just sometimes that momentum can just be too much. Once one team gets going, gets that economy built, it's so difficult to claw your way back in. But CBC's got to try and make it happen here. I mean, this is semifinals. This is map 3. There is no point of return from here on out.
Definitely. They're going to be going out with the strategies that they probably haven't done really that often, but they know are going to work. And now we're going to also see, but here's the thing. This is the close range map. We see Mallow, again, having not been gotten all that value on Chamber. Shin Waffle has a judge. And he's playing B as Cypher. So if they're pushing B, it's going to be curtains. Because this judge is going to put in work. I don't know if any of you guys watch Acre on YouTube Shorts. I know I love to all the time. The dog Cypher. Oh my goodness. He makes that judge look like a vandal, I swear. I see Mallow peeking up along here, but gonna be running away very quickly. Gonna be Jasper getting hit with a blind. Jasper, wow, he wins that! Oh my goodness, and U-Haul there. Dat boy Moy's gonna be getting killed as he has to put the spike in an unorthodox spot because then Molly stops him. Rice Spice putting out. Jelly Willy puts out the boom bot, gonna be swung. Wins his one, gonna be winning 2. Jelly Willy with a 3K at the moment. DJ Fallen trying to get one, but Rice Spice cuts him down. As the retake is good for DPG. And a flawless round, mind you.
Yeah, very well played on the retake there by DPG, not forcing anything, even though CBC gets the plant. I mean, they don't really have much control. Jasper holding on there inside of, I can't think of it for the life of me. What do they call that? U-Haul. I don't know why I could not think of that.
Or U-Haul, or I believe it's also called Lantern. It's a lot of weird things. I call it why is there a raise with a judge here again room. That's usually how it goes down. I'm flabbergasted. I believe Susei might be hitting his desk a lot there after that play. That would not be very nice if I had him removed. Jasper able to just get the kill, be under calm control. Shinwaffle has this judge. They cannot push here.
Yeah, that shot will give it away as well. So just any basic principles of being able to trade out the window with the judge. You got to be so careful with this.
Oh, that is going to be that raise. Util going to be stopping that trap wire, but that's going to be the cage triggered, stalling them out even more. Shinwaffle gets so much. Asher also playing hookah here, giving him a good cross to play off of, but that's going to be Mallow on site. That's going to be Asher getting his one. Jelly Welly with the refrag going through the TP. But Mallow does get it planted down. Going up, snapping out of there. Jelly Welly clearing it out. That's going to be an ult going through. Here's the party indeed. And that's going to be Dat Boy getting down to 1 HP as he's going to get shot down. That DJ Fallen's going to be going down as well. Dat Boy at 1 HP. Mallow trying to hold it off. Look at this util spam. What can you do here? He's trying to spam the spike, but he can't get any shots. And it's getting diffused at a very eye. Jelly Welly gets one. And that's going to be Jelly Welly going down as well as the round ends. And that's going to be Dat Boy Moy escaping with his life and his gun.
Wow, what a retake from DPG. I mean, it really felt like CBC did just so much of what they needed to find their way into the B site. They're able to, not taking that first contact in hookah on the judge, I mean, is just a necessity. You can't run into that judge. So the fact they're able to pick Shin off there and get into the site, you'd think would, you know, get them to the round win, but it just didn't end up happening here. DPG were able to retake and continue their reign early on here.
We saw that split, aggressive, very communicative play by both. Oh, he gets taken down this time. DJ Fallen taken down. Rice Spice running away with his life, but he gets cut down. The one way is going to stop their aggression for right now, but that's two massive picks for the side of CBC. Susei throwing out a nade to clear out the corner. The Jaspers having none of it. Toxin too low. Orb's going to be going down. Same with the wall. The Boombot's going to be clearing out some space. Now he's going to be shooting. Asher shows himself. The lineup. That's going to be Asher getting the pick, though, as Jasper goes down with his life. A 2v4 situation. As we see, actually, just noise was made on A, as B is going to be the one where they're going. And Mallow with a pick. Getting out with his life. Shinwaffle left in a 1v4 situation. Taking some chip damage.
Spike planted.
So a lot to be left with. Not even having his camera up. Gotta be very difficult. Checking his corners, but every angle is gonna be just pincered right here. He makes some noise. Those footsteps are gonna give the game away. He gets one headshot, but that boy Moy is gonna cut him down. And have CBC still in this at a 5-1 split at the moment in this first half. Very aggressive there by CBC Hawks, and Jelly Willy just couldn't land the shot. If he gets a headshot there, that round really goes in the way of DP.
Yeah, and for CBC now, they've got a few ultimates to work here. Chamber, the free op. And you got a Brim and Raze ult as well here. It'll be interesting to see how they use these to try and get in here. It's going to be important for them to keep trying to chain these rounds.
Definitely will be. We see that DPG want none of the smoke that they got the last round. Young Chicken taking a lot of chip damage there. Susei. Jasper gets Mallow. Wait, we see young Dat Boy Moy and Young Chicken already on site. Trying to get the picks. That's going to be Susei taking down Jelly Willy. As Rice Spice gets the 1v1 on him. Oh, look at that teamwork. Jasper gets one, but that's going to be Susei and Young Chicken going to be collapsing onto them. Getting that. Now it's a 2v2, but Susei has no armor and is very low. Shinwaffle gets put down to the same exact HP. Susei, very low. No, Shinwaffle shows himself, but Susei does not want to peek out. Oh, the timing. Valorant timing in Young Chicken trying to get one, but that's going to be Susei with one. Asher down to a 1v1 situation. Sensei gets his one. The dog comes out as Susei tries to trade out his gun. Going to be going down. He's going to be pushing aggressive. Asher knows. So does Susei. Susei gets some trades off picks, but now it's going to be Susei versus Asher, and Asher gets headshot through the wall. Saw his foot, and that's going to be 4 for Susei, clawing his way to 2 rounds.
Wow. Susei, what a ridiculous individual play there. I mean, especially that last shot. Just no words for that play right
I
there.
need this.
Bro saw his toes, dude. Bro knows the headshot placement. That's something that like hours of playing Valorant will teach you, is the exact spot where someone's head off of their foot. I can't do that. So that is something that is just amazing. The technical skill from CBC
You
here.
want to play? Let's
Especially with how
play.
much they had invested into the round. I mean, they really needed to win that with 2 of those ultimates going down for the brim in the race.
I'm going to see Malo going to be using that op. Suse.
Listen up.
Oh, peeking out, getting 2. Oh my lord. Oh, gets the 3rd as well as we go right off him. Suse getting Jasper. They're all gunned down. Suse just blind peeks basically and just kills 3. Now it's gonna be Malo with the operator turning his back away from the bad guys, but gets 1. Asher goes down. Now it's Shin Waffle in a familiar spot in a 1v5. Gets 1, gets the 2nd. He's going crazy. He knows one's behind him. Will that give him enough time? No, it will not. Suse gets another 4K, clawing his team back into the game.
Yeah, Suse's confidence has got to be through the roof right now. I mean, single-handedly, they're just dismantling the A defense. Somebody's got to check Suse's PC. Let's be honest. After that round,
That 2 rounds in a row, not just the 1. Suse is on an absolute tear, clicking heads as the duelist would. We saw that what I believe it was Rice Spice was just put in a bad spot. Same with Jelly Willy. Jelly Willy just peeks out. Boom, headshot. We see Rice Spice tries to get the refrag, and he gets taken down, and then Jasper loses a gunfight against Sue in lamps. So we just see that it's just so unfortunate, and then it was just a game of numbers right there. Shin Waffle did put up a good effort, but when there's 3 places to check, he just fell short and couldn't check the one he needed to check. What an absolute play.
absolutely, and that gets him up to 3 rounds. But I mean, Suse's gonna need some help here because, you know, just this level of performance. I mean, we'll see how long Suse can sustain it, but I mean, it's just so difficult to play at that level across the entirety of the game. You know, we'll see really if CBC Suse can get some help coming in here.
Now we're going to see DPG is going to be
this
at
goes here.
a little bit of a half buy here. Can't really afford Vandals, but they're getting as much as they can. CBC Hawks are on the full buy and have an Odin in the hands of Young Chicken. That's going to be Asher trying to get a pick, but goes down. Shin Waffle has a Vandal to his name, but it's going to be getting caught. Doesn't check him. He doesn't. He does get one. He does get his one. That is true. But he's going to be gunned down by Young Chicken with that Odin, and now he's going to be picking out Jelly Belly. Shooting by himself here. Very interesting. And we're going to
Spike
see...
planted.
Oh! Malo almost kills him. Only 5 health.
Last
Jasper
player
tries to peek up, but Malo gets another, but that's going to be Rice Spice shutting him down before he can pop off anymore. Rice Spice, only a Guardian, no shields, 85 health. Puts on the Stim Beacon, peeks out into a firing squad, and now it's 5-4. It's getting up to even here between DPG and CBC.
Yeah, CBC just able to find the way right into the B site. It was a little scary there for just a moment as Fallen on the fade there coming into Hookah. Didn't clear that corner where Shin was sitting, but Shin just going 1 for 1 there does just enough for CBC to continue their way into the site without losing too much.
We're gonna see.
This goes here.
Now, this is a dire spot. If DP loses this round, it is in 5v5, but they have no credits to their name, so then it's going to be a 6-5. We're just going to see, look at this aggression from Suse. He's going absolutely crazy. Throws a nade to break the util. Now it's going to be Asher getting out of there. Does not want the smoke, but Malo is there to catch him in the back. What a play. Suse again on long here. Going to be taking this orb. Now the showstopper comes out. And here he goes. Time to party indeed. That's going to be Shin Waffle. Not going down. Rosa ult in the house, everyone. We're going to see Shin Waffle thanking his stars that the explosive range didn't hit him. Jelly Willy there as well to try to back him up. Now the momentum from CBC is going to slow down to a halt as the Rosa ult comes out from Sensei. That boy Moy Trying to clear some corners. Jasper unaware. Oh, now gonna be very aware. Oh, that's gonna be Fallen getting taken down, but that's gonna be Young Chicken getting his one. No, Jelly Jasper with his gun out. Young Chicken has to back off. Same with Jelly Belly. Jelly Belly's down. Actually, you know, it's gonna be a rotate. Dat Boy
30
Moy and
seconds
Young
left.
Chicken rotating, but Shin Waffle's there to catch him. He has and knows one drop. Tries to get shots, but Young Chicken gets him. Didn't wait long enough for Rice Spice to rotate. Now they're gonna get the plant down.
Spike
It's
planted.
looking dire for DPG as Young Chicken and Dat Boy Moy are going to be the ones defending here. They're going to be playing back, and I believe they still have the Molotov. They don't quite have the ult, but they do have the Molotov from Dat Boy Moy. Young Chicken as well has those flashes, and I believe Rice Spice is just going to be saving his gun.
And really
Yep.
not a terrible decision whatsoever. I mean, this post flank here on the B side, just so hard to deal with. 2 versus 1.
That is a shame that Shin Waffle could not get those picks. Playing a little bit too confidently there, and just goes down.
It's so surprising, too, that CBC still manages to strongly win that round. Even after, I mean, the Raze all comes through. What should be Sensei's easiest kill of the game ends up or Susei's easiest kill of the game just doesn't come through. I mean, all the headshots we've been seeing Susei hit, and then just not being able to land the Raze ult. It's a funny thing sometimes in Valorant, just things like that, you know, sometimes can just end up happening to the best of us.
That is true. Just sometimes look, man, Raze ult is hard, dude. It's hard to hit a giant rocket launcher at someone. Now,
That's
that
fair,
might-
especially post nerfs.
I mean, how can you hit it? I'm gonna see Milo
Here.
peeking out here. Oh, gonna be calling that trap wire. Setup already known. That's gonna be the eye. Going out. That's the whole site gonna be smoked off after with the judge. So gonna be getting one. Doesn't quite get the 2. The refrag comes out. Now that's the judge gone. But oh, look at this. The hit squad. All 3 of them peeking around the corner at the same time. Shin Waffle. That's gonna be Rice Spice. Taking one down. Gets a Vandal to his name. And now he's gonna try to make some play. Young Chicken tries to get the flash off. Does. That's gonna be 2 players at least. Flash. Jelly Willy tries to get one, but he's gonna go down to Susei. Susei doesn't. Oh, gets a little bit chipped out there from Rice Spice. Now it's gonna be Shin Waffle and Rice Spice. Vandals in
Jasper's
the hand.
just here.
And Jasper with the shotgun pulls out the judge. Susei, no fear. And that's gonna be Rice Spice taking one down. They have the bomb down. Shin Waffle and Susei playing at such a disadvantage here. The eye goes out, sees them all, and that's gonna be Shin Waffle getting down on the plant. That's gonna be Susei getting a pick and getting the first ace of the match. And Susei, what mechanical dominance!
Last round before the switch.
I mean, around DPG just closing in from both sides there. The fact that Chicken was able to somehow slip out of short and survive there was a big play for CBC. Just to be able to really hang on to that site for just long enough to allow Susei to just continue the individual dominance that has been on display thus far.
This goes here.
And he
That goes
just,
there.
so he's in lamps, knows Jasper's there, like, okay, I'm gonna pick up this shotgun, and just wins it there. If I believe if Susei has a Vandal there instead of that shotgun, he loses that gunfight. Picks up the judge that's there on the floor. Big brain plays coming through here. That's gonna be Young Chicken getting his one. On this buy round, that early pick is just gonna be amazing. Everyone on CDC is feeling themselves now. Shin Waffle having to back up, trying to kill them. Now with that rush, Young Chicken ducks under the bullets, so Shin Waffle trying to hold his ground, and Susei give him room to breathe. And he'll take up the whole ozone layer. We see Susei throwing a nade, stopping the aggression onto him after that dog hits him. Jelly Welly. Out here, Asher, what a shot on the Mallow.
And Jelly's got the
3v4.
showstopper to work with as well off this ult.
See, there it goes down, shooting the corner. That's going to be Fallen. Falling down. That's going to be the lineup, though. Here comes the party. There's a lot in lamps. He doesn't quite get the thing he needs, and he doesn't quite get it into the corner. Young Chicken gets the 3rd. And Jasper, that's going to be the ult, and that's going to probably be the spike going off. As they can't really capitalize off of this, that's going to be Susei putting him down, and the ult shooting celebratory up into the air.
Wow,
Switching
what a
sides.
turnaround for CBC. I mean, starting down, I believe it was 5-0, yeah, as you can see from the scoreboard there. And then they were just able to chain together 7 rounds in a row there with Susei, I believe, going for consecutive quad kills and then an ace there also in that 7-round streak. But I mean, to be fair, wasn't just Suse, you know, just enough from the rest of the team as well to secure those rounds and find themselves up coming into their defense here.
I spoke it into existence when I said that this map was going to be decided by the Rays. I didn't know it was going to be Suse, but I knew one of the Rays was going to pop off this round, and it seems that Suse is going to be the one to prove that if you're going to play Bind, you're going to play Rays. I'm going to
Let's see
see
what the Chambers got from the defense here as well.
a lot better on this defense, I do believe, with this Chamber. We're going to see how does DPG come back. If they win this pistol round, like those other rounds, didn't even happen. Waffle, gonna be getting that camera out, getting no information quite yet, but does hear people. Jelly Belly going on the site. They go out. What a headshot! Suse gets shot down by Jelly Belly. The taps of the century, and that Rice Spice gets his one on the Young Chicken, and Asher gets put down. But Jelly Belly is gonna get that plant down. Now with 4v2, Mallow and DJ Fallen. Mallow doesn't really have anything that he can really use. Has those 5 sheriff shots. But Jasper with the plant. Gets one shot, tries to go for the second, doesn't quite line up the headshot, trying to get the headshot, peeking it. DJ Fallen gets mollied twice, runs away, but Jasper puts him down with a bullet in the back. And that's going to be DPG coming out strong on the pistol round.
And that's big, coming off losing those 7 consecutive rounds to be able to break that right away on the pistol here. Really massive, because you know, if you don't get that, if CBC gets that pistol, they're already positioning themselves for an 8-5 scoreline. But this should allow for DPG to hopefully tie this back unless CBC can just steal one away here.
We see Jelly Belly confidently with that Vandal in their hand. Light Shield's Vandal for this round. Mallow going aggressive here, can TP out whenever he wants, because he is playing Chamber.
But Jasper's ready.
He's up a little bit out. Oh, Jasper gets a pick. He's going up, and that's going to be Suse getting gunned down. That's going to be DJ Fallen, going to get the refrag onto Jasper. They're probably going to fight for those guns, but I believe they're just going to be backing off. A 3v4 at the moment, but they do lose half of their smokes. They still have their one that they need. Shin Waffle taking down one. Cage triggered. Going right onto site. That's going to be plant going down. Great default plant spot for Hookah, but gets it booped off by accident by Jelly Belly, not intentionally. No more charges. That's going to buy them a little bit more time. Young Chicken, Dat Boy, and MJ Fallen. DJ Fallen, even. DJ. Again, only classics to their name. They're going to try to stack and try to get one. If they get their hands on a gun, this could be detrimental, but I don't believe Jelly Belly is going to let that be easy with a Vandal. Gate locking them. One down. Young Chicken gets shot down. Fish in a barrel there, right in that choke point, and now they're going to be probably pushing through the smoke. No, Jelly Belly playing his life, playing carefully. DJ Fallen peeking out. Oh, Rice Spice sees him, throws the eye, gets it shot out. DJ Boy's getting shot. DJ Fallen as well, trying to get one, but gets his head knocked off right through the wall. And that boy is going to just happily die to the bomb. And oh, no, he's going to try to push out for a gun. Up and die to Shin Waffle. Again, you want to die there for more credits, so Shin Waffle just doing the best he can, get that pick. And that boy Moy now is enough to buy a Vandal this round, and this is going to be the round that's going to be essential. If DPG can win this bonus, which again, Bind is a very close range map. So with these Spectres, you're not actually playing at a disadvantage as much as you're just playing the map. Jasper, you know, buying that knife, of course, best play you could do there.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you mentioned, just DPG being able to have 4 surviving members there gives them this opportunity to bonus, again, as we've seen so many times in this series for both sides.
Aggression from Mallow, knows he can get out. Oh, gets one, but gets shot down by Rice Spice, and now there's another Vandal that Rice Spice can go and pick up, or even Asher can pick it up as well. Rice Spice playing back, only a 70 HP now, and so 4v4, you lose your Rays for the Chamber. Honestly, losing the Rays feels a lot worse than losing the Chamber here. Shin Waffle, playing in Hookah, sees that no one's in here. Now, here's the essential thing. CBC does not have a Sentinel. I mean, now it doesn't have a Sentinel, only has a Chamber, which doesn't really act like a Sentinel. So, really, DPG don't have to worry about flanks. Chicken. As well. In this corner, the orb goes out, the drops go out, and that's Suse with the guns right to their back, but he's gonna go down after getting his 2 Rice Spice, but now it's a 3v2. Chicken is looking to make it a 1v3. Rice Spice getting shot at by multiple different spots, trying to get a pick, gets blinded, and that's gonna be Rice Spice going down, and CBC making sure that they do not go in the hole.
That was very well timed by Suse there, since they don't have the chamber. You know, just playing off that drop sound in the tube and getting those 2 kills was crucial. Without those Cypher trips to get that information.
Again, that is the most dangerous thing about pushing hookah, is when do you drop down? And you can't just drop willy-nilly, because again, they dropped and they couldn't shoot back.
Now,
even if they knew that Suse was there, you just can't shoot back because you're falling, and then the drop, and then you're like wobbling because you fell, and ow, my legs. I don't know. They're all 40-year-olds, and whenever they drop, their legs hurt so bad. So now, we're gonna see that boy Moy gonna be playing right here. Just throwing the smoke out early. Same fight with the Molly. Gonna get seen. Gonna Molly it too. Stalling them as much as they can for rotates to come over. Now they're going to be running into a stack. Jasper trying to pick one. Trying to rotate out. Jelly Belly just sitting, waiting carefully. Jasper playing the back. Again, they don't have to worry about flanks because they have a sentinel that can see flanks. Jelly Belly. Get out. Oh, he sees one. Shoots a little. Nice. Jelly Belly tries to see another one before he gets spotted out. There's a Prowler going out, stopping their aggression. But that's a lot of util being used in that one spot. So Jasper, with that lurk wall, is able to just walk up here. Toxin too low. This could go down at a very bad time. It goes down. Oh, the eye catches her out. But that's going to be Jasper getting the one and TPing on to B. So there's already an established Cypher. But here they're going to be dropping out. And Young Chicken, here's the drop. They're clearing. Young Chicken's still here. Here's one planning. They don't clear him. That's going to be 2 going down. Now Jasper trying to recover this, but gets shot down by Suse. Jelly Belly here in hookah. Tries to nade out Suse, but Suse is going to blast pack out. He doesn't get the frag. That's Young Chicken going into a shooting gallery. Jelly Belly goes down, and that's going to be Rice Spice just saving their guns and saving their creds. What a disaster.
Chicken really saving that round for CBC. I mean, the solo defender there on the B side didn't even have to use any utility, just able to peek around from the tube and not only deny the plant, but get 2 players there. They had to have that for any chance to win the round. The Chicken just gave them that opportunity to steal it back.
DPG had no information on back site. You have to assume someone's playing there. You can't just sit down and plant. Who's covering? It seems that no one was. And just Young Chicken peeks, gets the 2, and secures the round. And it's just so unfortunate for DPG because now they're in the hole with 7-9.
And it'll be interesting to see moving forward if DuPage is wary of the 2, because that's the second time we've seen a player from CBC just be able to get a double kill off playing the 2 position.
Yeah, they're really aggressively taking lamps. Jasper. Rhino sees one! Almost gets him a tap point. Always gonna be getting that pick instead. Put down the 1 HP. Shinwaffle gets the plant down, but there's a spike. DJ Falling gets another, but Asher gets one too. It's a 1v3 with a Bucky for Jelly. The spike is down. He could play this very interestingly. He gets seen. He doesn't get the shot, and that's gonna be that boy Moy taking him down. Honestly, not that bad. Does get a 2 to 3 there, but the peaks just how did the plant go down? There was a molly, there was smokes. It's just so much chaos that Shinwaffle gets the plant down. But that allows him to get enough money to buy Vandals this round at least.
they are so dead.
Yeah, and for DPG, this really becomes almost a must-win round here. I mean, the economy is down to almost 0. Really, ideally, you not only need to win this round, you really need to have probably 3 or maybe even 4 players to survive to make this really as comfortable as they can to try and reel back.
Here, looking at the numbers, if DPG do not win this round, they're looking at having to play round 13 with just barely Vandals. Oh, Shinwaffle saw Young Chicken's hand, but that's gonna be Mallow and Suse going down as well. Suse missed a shot on the Shinwaffle. DPG winning their gunfights, and now look at this. A misplay, desperate misplay from Young Chicken there, having his arm show off as he's casting the dog. DJ Fallen is the only one left on CBC, and we're looking like DPG really just came to life this round.
And that's huge, but you know, DPG still needs to be careful here. There's still have some members here out on their own, and every one of those weapons that goes down is important.
Yeah, they're really going down there. Oh, he got off his cam as soon as DJ Fallen. Okay, he does ping it though, so they do know. They are aware DJ Fallen is here. Cage goes up. Location revealed, and that's going to be DJ Fallen running. Tail tucked between his legs. But they have enough creds to throw around, so hey. Going to go for another one. Shooting the camera. Kiki out. Oh, Asher gets the headshot. There we go. Looking a lot better there. Now the only person that really is in a bad spot would have to be the only person, Jelly Willy. But they do have their ult. So as bad of a spot as this is for Jelly Willy, they go in with that ult, get a pick up a gun. They're looking clean, but Mallow has an op in hand. This could be dangerous.
That's not ready.
This is a very aggressive trip set as well here.
Oh, he's looking for an early pick. He knows that they're close to winning this.
Oh, but the dog's gonna spot him right away.
Dog just spawn him. He's just gonna sit here though. He's gonna face the music. DJ Falling goes down. Jelly Willy gets traded out by Mallow with that operator. He's gonna be running away. Same with the rest of the team. Mallow can just be playing back here. Does not have his chamber. Trips. Jasper gonna be pushing through showers. Very scared of what could be at the other side.
That's a good spot.
CBC's got Suse as well, already completely through B here.
Suse really on this flank. But those trips are still up and will still give DPG that information they need. That boy, Moy, is just playing this. They're playing very slow now after that very aggressive play.
There they are.
DJ Fallen is half of their info. Mallow does get info that they are in showers, but that's only one person, and that's the lurk.
Toxins going up.
These
I've
lurk
got your
smokes, they
trail.
can be anywhere. And that's going to be a shot taken by the cabbage. Mallow, here to go out. There's an ult, but that's going to be Asher with the spike going down. The one pick that CBC desperately needed. That's going to be the ult going down to only 30 seconds left in the round. Shin Waffle is going to be able to get his one right spike. Is going to be the one with the spike here going on to site. Going to be able to plant with that Viper ult going down. Mallow needs to try to get a shot here on the spike. Doesn't quite hit the shot. Shin Waffle goes down. He's sitting on his camera. Mallow gets one, and Suse with the ult secures the round. What happened?
Wow, I mean, what a turn of events there for CBC. Suse on the flank just somehow ends up timing it perfectly. I mean, even after all that was said and done with the trips behind, still finds an angle into the round.
We see that Shin Waffle just gets caught with his pants down and gets headshot while he's in his camera. Very unfortunate. I believe he was playing out in the open instead of back. So I believe maybe you saw his hat or something through the smoke. Or that's just so unfortunate.
Teleport's ready.
Oh man, that's just something that's just so unfortunate for Shin Waffle there. Just one misplay and a round is gone. Thankfully, they have enough to almost everyone to buy full, but they're down a crucial ult in the round. Jasper no longer has his Viper Pit, but they did eke out almost all the ults against CBC. DJ Fallen, though, could stop a push with his fear. Jump spotting, gets headshot through the box, throws the nade, gets flash, gets naded himself, fire in the hole, gets two! Jelly Belly with an explosive showstopper. And that's going to be what it takes to get on the site. What an insane play. How did Suse die as well? They seem very split apart, but I guess because they were at such low HP, the splash damage got him. No.
DPG had to have it too, Jelly, with the ultimate.
There's
Getting
an ult.
two in there, this retake just becomes so difficult because, I mean, you just all have to funnel in through spawn here.
Space in the music, gets two on a 4K at the moment. Will he get the ace? Time will tell. He wants it. He's going to be pushing out Jelly Belly onto that, but DJ Fallen has the operator, but that's going to be an ace for Jelly Belly.
What a round from Jelly there, doing a bit of a Suse impersonation almost, having their own moment here. Up to 22 kills as well, Jelly. Huge round for DPG. Had to have it there.
Gonna see really just opened it up. Hey, that's how you clear tube and backside. By the way, that one round that Young Chicken got those 2K, that's what he was trying to do again, but Jelly Willy showed the team how to properly clear out backside.
Where are you? Here.
Absolutely. And to be fair to Jelly, I shouldn't call it a Suse impersonation. Either Rays, one and the same, making their plays here.
Oh, Young Chicken gets absolutely gunned down. Shin Waffle gets two. Suse gets a little bit aggressive with the confidence of those ace on his back and goes down. Mallow with the TP through with an operator. Not exactly what I'd do, but okay. Now we're going to see that that's going to be a free sight with both defenders that were on B going down, but they're going to be pushing through the smoke early. There's a Prowler going through, and that's going to be Dat Boy on the back of sight. Now they're going to be pincered. Mallow still on this TP, going to be going out, picks up a Vandal. That's going to be a lot better for him. Shin Waffle gets a third, and Asher cleans it up, getting DJ Fallen. Only losing their Space Maker on that. That's exactly what you want to bring it back. 10-11 at the moment. We have an even game on the last map of the semifinals.
Yeah, for CBC, things has become so awkward here. They're just going to have to kind of half-buy, just try and do what they can. But DPG in prime position to make this a tie game here.
Definitely. If they can play around the close proximity of these shotguns and close range weapons that CBC have to buy, DuPage are looking to make this 11-11 and even bring it even further if they can get the next round. Because now they're having a little bit of a cash cow. The only person that doesn't have all that much money is Jelly Welly, and then he can just be bought by his team. That's going to be a dog clearing out that. They're going to be checking backside. Doesn't quite check it. Going to be getting the front. No one in corner. Jelly Welly pushing aggressive here. Checking these angles. Already halfway back to his ult. Gets that orb. Azure checking it. Young Chicken jump spotting. Has the flash to try to go get information. We see a lurk also happening on A. Some shots by Asher. Forces out the dog for information. And that's going to be Jelly Welly having to be shot by Asher. He knows there's two people there. Jasper almost gets his head taken clean off. Going to be checking his corners as well. Mallow at low HP as well. That's going to be that boy Moya, very low HP. Doesn't quite hit the headshot. Now he's going to be at 40 HP. And now it's going to be Suse going down by Jelly Welly with that aggressive peek. And look at that angle. Look at that. Young Chicken dodges the flash, but gets cut down by 4 members of DPG. That's how you swing together. Jasper goes away. DJ Fallen gets shot as Jasper hides in the back of the TP. That is how you swing together, and that's how you tie up a game.
Yeah, very well played by DPG there. The patience, as you mentioned, swinging out together was so crucial there because CBC tripled up on that B side, had 2 doubled up there right, quite literally right outside of Hookah, trying to get on that long sideline. Just that patience from DPG was a necessity, really, because, I mean, if they didn't have that, things could have went very dangerously if CBC were able to hang on and fight together there on that sideline.
Now we see Mallow buying the operator and relinquishing his shields. Jelly Welly, he looks right into the barrel of Mallow, but Mallow's going to get flashed. Mallow feeling pretty confident that he's able to play here, just having those taps right across his head. The dog, gonna flush him out. He shoots the dog, though. Again, if CBC lose this round, it's going to be detrimental. They're going to be going to match point without any guns. So now, Shin Waffle pushing up. Jasper taking a lot of damage here. Trying to lurk on A as you do. Look at that pixel angle. Mallow doesn't quite get the shot. Gonna be backing up, relinquishing that space as DJ Fallon. Gonna get it down. It's gonna be Mallow actually gets down Jelly Welly, and DJ with a massive headshot onto Asher. Tying it up here. Oh, Shin Waffle tries to get one but doesn't quite get the shot he needs. Rice Spice and run away. Jasper still lurking here. The wall is down and look at that timing.
But Chicken looks like he's ready for it.
Gets through
It's
the
going to come down to the timing.
Oh, can he go in and he gets the headshot? The timing. The lurk. It's going to be Rice Spice putting down his smokes. giving Shin Waffle enough space to play. The plant's gonna go down. Suse is gonna be getting the headshot though as the Cage goes down. Malo with the operator trying to look for a Peely pick, and it's gonna go Malo with one. Rice Spice, Jasper is actually gonna be going down, but the only one left, Suse, cuts him down, making it even. A little bit more than even. CBC pushing it to match point. But now even in creds, they both have a shot of taking this round. Will it go in the OT?
Yeah, for DPG, they do at least have that nest egg to be able to comfortably buy into this, but I mean, this is it. They absolutely have to have this one to force overtime, and it's going to be tough because CBC also with the full buy in here for our final match round of this map.
Malo making that chamber work, making the operator on bind very hard to push into.
Yeah, DPG did such a good job there on long of using their utility to really neutralize this forward position. As you see, they do it once again.
They just need if a shot lands here, if Malo goes down the Jelly Belly spamming him right at head level, this could be massive. Alright, there's the cabbage. And Malo pushing outside of his TP range, getting very aggressive. Oh, very aggressive, and that's gonna be one. Asher's gonna go down. Jelly Belly gets the refrag. Actually, Shin Waffle gets the refrag. Both shooting at him. DJ Fallon, though, look at this. They're so aggressive.
I know
playing.
exactly where you are.
Now they know exactly where they are. That's gonna be. Look at the timing, but that boy Moy got him covered. Almost gets him. Rice Spice going on to be Young Chicken. That's gonna be the smoke going down to allow them to flood on the site. That's gonna be a boom bot. Just missing Young Chicken, not getting the drone off. That's going to be a spike going down in a 3v3 situation. The top frag for DPG is up with the showstopper. They can take this to OT. DJ Fallen throws it. Will he push out? He's looking like he wants to. Looking for the clock, looking for the time. There it goes. That's going to be Jelly Belly waiting with open arms with it, looking for more. And he's going to be showstopper, not really doing much. Throwing it down, gets a pick on the Young Chicken who was unaware of the showstopper flying right at his face due to the smoke. And that boy pushing up, trying to save this round to stop it from going to OT and close out the game. But Jelly Belly jump spots him. That's going to be a firing squad, putting down that boy Moy and putting us into OT map 3 for the semifinals.
Overtime.
Huge play from Jelly. They're sitting on backside, taking the 1v1 with Fallen, trying to come through, rotating onto the retake through spawn. Getting that kill really just almost completely took them out of the round, because once Jelly gets that showstopper, I mean, you can't come through elbow. As you can see, a player coming down there, it's just nothing you can really do once that showstopper comes through. You just have to kind of wait it out, and just gave CBC no angle into that retake.
Absolutely. Now it is an even playing field. Both teams have equal creds, equal opportunity to take this home and get them to the finals so they can truly show who is the best at Valorant.
Bring them down.
You see DJ Fallon going out with a Prowler, trying to get some information early. That's going to be a tripwire destroyed. Jelly Belly going to just be going out here. DJ Fallon again, throwing the eye. Haunt destroyed. Now they push up. Oh, but that nade's going to stop them. And same with that smoke. What a great combo of utility there. Young Chicken takes a little bit of damage there. Location revealed. Sue saying they know they're there. DJ Fallon walks right into a trip. Gets it down before he gets gunned down by Jelly Belly. Suse peeks out, almost gets stupid Rice Spice there with a refrag, and now it's going to be Rice Spice there. Jelly Belly, look at him playing backside, hears it, but can't really shoot to know where he is. Knows where it's planted. Great position for CBC. Shoots, clearing. They know their lamps. This is so difficult for them. What can they do? Malo. There's a little bit. Jasper gets his one. That's going to be DJ Fallen. Push it out. Getting two. Going crazy. But Asher clutches it up and gets what he needs. Gets two. What a turnaround.
Wow, it became so scary there for DPG for a moment. 4v3, CBC trying to play that retake and shower and short. But I mean, once that spike gets tapped, you have to respect that. You have to check it. And DPG knew that. Ended up playing it about as well as you could. It got close there, right down to the end, but DPG able to make it happen.
Asher with that clutch. The defense was falling apart. We saw Jasper able to get that kill onto the chamber playing in lamps, but then gets fragged out. And then we see DJ Fallen push out with an awesome 2K, but then Asher just turns around to a 360. That's the stuff we're looking for here. Now DPG has to respect this op as Malo is going to be brandishing it. And if they take this, they take it home. Ooh. Then no, Malo, the gig is up, and there's the dog trying to drone him out. There's going to be a flash. Target destroyed, and that's going to be him snapping out. Susei, though, almost more deadly than a chamber with an op. The flash, though, he turns it. Susei gets the pick on the Asher. They don't swing it in the same. Jelly Belly, the only one left here, going to get pushed out by that nade, and that's going to be right into Susei's crosshair. That boy is also going to be evening it up. Now 2 to 5. Now, okay, Shin Waffle gets 1. Takes down the operator with a headshot, but now you're going to have to rotate here, but the space is not made. Jasper didn't quite get the lurk he was looking for, and now went down. They're going to go right into the jaws of an Odin. Smoke goes down, but that's going to be the Odin spam right through the wall. Rice Spice doesn't know where to look, and that's going to be the next round taken by CBC, keeping it tied up.
Overtime.
Yeah, big plays there by CBC. I'm surprised to see, too, after all this time, Malo just continues to play that B-long position. And even though DPG knows it really forces into Susei, and Susei just able to dodge that flash. I mean, that was so huge to be able to get that kill, and somehow CBC makes it happen.
That goes there.
That was essential. Susei was not locked in a corner. You were locked in with Susei. Well, now we're going to see how does DPG going to go back on the defense to try to clear this route out. Malo pushing up. Jasper going down. That's massive. That's their lurk. That's half of their aggression going to be popped away with 1 frag as the aggression straight onto B. Every player is going to be going right out. Susei jumping on the site. And now that everyone's on site, they're walking right. No, that boy Mo is going to be planting. Asher by himself asking for rotations. It's going to be a 4v5. Jelly Belly with the hookah push. Going to be here checking his corners. They're not going to be there. And that's going to be Asher with a pick, but he's slowed. Shin Waffle is going to be getting another one as he plays from this behind now. Both are guarded. And that's going to be Fallen getting a pick. Young Chicken getting another one. Young Chicken's on site, gunning him down. Now it's only going to be left up to Asher. Asher's the only one left here, and he's going to be elbow. He's going to be called out of where he is. Throws the flash. He knows he's in the corner, but there's 2 angles to shoot, and that's going to be that boy Moy taking that attacking round for CBC Hawks.
In Malo's pick there to start off the round, just, I mean, immediately opens up the B site. To have that Viper go down, not be able to have that defensive wall come up is just right away, just puts CBC in such an advantageous position there.
Yes, that was amazing. I think Jasper just overstayed their welcome. They were able to play there for a while, but didn't have any utility to really fall back on, unlike Malo, who's able to just snap back if he gets pressured a little bit too much. Now, DPG didn't win the last defense round. CBC could take it home here on their defense. Malo with the operator again. This time playing there, and that's going to be a pick on the Jasper again. Giving their life away. The lurks are gone. The aggression is gone. There's no more checking behind your back. It's already cleared. Malo cut down Jasper with that operator shot. He finally switched up where he was playing. Shin Waffle going to be lurking up into hookah here as Asher and the gang are going to be going up long. Peeks it. Oh,
Will they clear Susei?
Susei. Oh, he misses. He misses the shot. Jelly Belly gets one. His Shin Waffle kills Malo as he's trying to swap away from his gun. And that was going to be Young Chicken stuck here in tube. He does get one onto Asher, but Jelly Belly's going to be hopping around onto his head. Fortnite Gaming right on top of him. Going to be getting him down. Rice Spice gets the plant down. It's looking very much so in the favor of DPG.
Weapon here.
Yeah, that round could have went very differently. I mean, if Susei, even just getting 1 there, but very well could have gotten 2 if just takes that extra little microsecond to line that shot up. I mean, this
Not
round
over
could have been
yet.
very different.
Oh, Jelly Willy. I was about to say it's not over yet, but Jelly Willy takes those words out of my mouth. Getting a 4K,
Switching sides.
showing up to
Overtime.
play, and now back again on defense. 14-14, double overtime at the moment. It's not like the ranked game where people can just decide the draw. No, this is a battle of exhaustion. Who is going to be the one to do the most misplays first is what it's going to be. This is where the absolute mental focus is being just torn to its limits.
Especially in a best of 3. Although, you know, hasn't gone quite as long as it possibly could have since both of the map picks were so one-sided. But I mean, still, it's just a war of mental attrition here.
Definitely the wall goes down. Rice Spice and Jelly Willy. Rice Spice! His head gets shot. Absolutely taken by Susei. That's their smokes down. Now they're going to have a lot harder time defending as they can't stall out these pushes. Mallow going to be pushing out here as Jasper crouched. That's going to be Jelly Willy as well. Peeking. Mallow is going to peek right into Jasper's face. Susei gets the pick. Susei absolutely destroys Asher on that defense, and now they're going to be pushing to Mallow, gets Jasper, but Jelly Willy gets Susei. It's a 2v4, and now it's going to be Mallow trying to clear off lamps, but Shinwaffle is here. Like, no, they're there on B. There's only one on A.
Oh, it's not going to spot him either.
Get him. Shinwaffle, holy jump over his head. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. He knows where the 3rd is. Where's Shinwaffle? Doesn't quite get it. That's going to be Young Chicken going down the Jelly Willy. And now it looks much so more in the favor of DPG as they absolutely dismantle that B push. Shinwaffle playing so covertly there underneath the drop. We saw the fade jumped on top of his head. And now, oh, Jelly Willy, his head gets peeked. Mallow. 95 HP, the nade. Gonna be stopping, gonna push right into the nade. 47 HP, only needs 1 shot to be taken down. Gonna go for the spike, only 7 seconds left. Has to push up. And now that's gonna be a crossfire. Shinwaffle taking Mallow down with the 3K.
Wow, I mean, that should have been just almost unwinnable there for DPG. Shinwaffle just getting below that Fade Eye, not catching out Shinwaffle, gives CBC just that slight sense of false security. And that's all it took, just that slight gap. That lapse in judgment was just enough to allow Shinwaffle to go absolutely huge there and steal that round.
That play, the patience from Shinwaffle. The dog came out as well to try to clear, but couldn't clear him. And then Jelly Willy blast packed it in. You're gonna see Shinwaffle playing main here. Susei looking down the barrel. Very dangerous people. Shinwaffle lurked up. Oh, Mallow! Just not even with his gun out. And that's going to be Susei getting 1 on the Jelly Willy as he tries to get cammed out. Shinwaffle caging to try to make it so that he won't get picked. This is going to be very dangerous. He needs 2 to be here. They shoot the Prowler. Now they know there's at least 2 there. Jasper worked up long here, but I think the gig is up. DJ Fallen knows someone could be here. He reloads. DJ Fallen playing this long so carefully, walking away from it. Gonna be throwing an eye. Gets shot. They don't know Jasper's here. Susei. He didn't know. He heard he was far away, but didn't know he was right there. DJ Fallen there. This could be the round. It's a 4v3. DJ Fallen getting pushed out of elbow. Can't do much. Shinwaffle. Try to get 1 down. DJ Fallen throws out a Prowler to try to stop the plant from going down. DJ Fallen try to get the spam, but Asher gets him down. The Odin spam through the wall is gonna be stopping. It can't stop the plant. The spike's down in a 4v2 situation. 1 Odin and a Vandal. That boy, Moy, has to go big with Young Chicken here. Clearing out the corners, going there. That's going to be Shinwaffle going down, the only person playing on site. And now it's a 3v2. Very doable between the 2. That boy Moy doesn't quite shoot him. Jasper is there. And now he's going to be going into the belly of the beast. That boy Moy, Jasper gets 1. Now it's a 1v1.
He's got the ult now as well.
The ult that could be big is going to stop him. He's going to be able to get the plant, but gets shot through the ult. Asher gets it home for DPG 16-14 with the 1v1 clutch. Through the brim ults.
That's absolutely ridiculous finish.
What a finish. We saw the first 2 maps go by like a breeze. No pun intended. And then we saw Bind just go down to an absolute war of attrition. that could not have gone more of just that is a game of Valorant, I will have to say.
Yeah, I mean, Suse, what a ridiculous map for him. I mean, even with the loss, he almost single-handedly really brought that through. And even that last clutch there, Moy, I mean, it was a 4 versus 2 situation, and getting that down to a 1v1 with the ultimate, it's just somehow picking those 1v1s out that just shouldn't even be possible, but somehow almost made it happen. But when it's all said and done, guess what? DuPage, they're going on to the finals.
DPG, they're going on to the finals as well as here to see. That's just amazing. Great Valorant being played by the two. Awesome by Jelly Willy there, showing that he can also be that Raze. And just as I said, bind is determined by the Raze. Who is the better Raze? We see it. It's Jelly Willy here today.
And when all is said and done, that's going to be the end of this series. So, at least until next time, that's going to be it for DuPage Esports. Until the finals, I'm Cryptic,
I'm OP Knees.
and we'll see you next time.
Peace.